So we join back in with our adventures after last week. They had collected themselves and prepared for the excursion down into the catacombs. One, to sort of find out if there were any people left down there, and two, to discover how or where how the catacombs got in, how the corruption got into the catacombs in the first place. Um, with early scouts reporting deeper looking crevasses in some of the rooms. As they entered, Ichi, a little bit too heavy footed, disturbed. It was, to be fair, also did kind of alert you to the planty thing and allow some doors slamming shut to save people. But a fight has begun, and we join them now as they are currently fighting with a collection of infected citizens, one of which seems to be different, with a strange sort of glowing bulge in their stomach.
We should possibly explain to Paul as well that all of the people, there's a load of people behind Volu, they're all on our side. So there's a mixture of priests and soldiers, clerics? No,
Researchers, priests,
researchers and priests.
Okay, so
and
I'm not
soldiers.
facing enemies.
No, so
No,
the guys
they're with us.
behind you, above you, are with us, and I think this
Cool.
one as well is also on our side.
So the anyone, yeah.
That's
so
one of the
the
soldiers, isn't it? One of the guards.
yeah, there are 5 guards with you.
So basically,
And
these things that look like zombies are the bad
the
guys.
the grey tokens are the baddies.
Mhm.
Okay, so top of the round with Dante. Him and that guard still have the creature pinned down.
Yeah.
Hearken. And he is going to just try and use the produce flame across the body to burn off.
Harkon is the guy with the green dot, honey. That's just the dwarf, I think, next on the other side of the.
It is the big dwarf with the axe, isn't it? Thank you. Okay. Do you see that they light a bunch of the flames off the guy? They're still moving and struggling, but he was already quite injured, and you can start to see that they're almost like dazed by the curing. You know, if that they're almost was brought out of the immediate aggression for the minute. As we come to Eleni.
Okay, so I've got this guard in front of me. He's not still stunned, is he? I think.
No, they are.
They're back with us.
Yeah, they are back.
But there is this guy here.
Yeah.
And there's also the guy with the glowing stomach.
That was just made out of your web.
And this guy, but Ichi's there. Okay.
And Dante had pushed him back. He'd run forwards a bit, and Dante shoved him back.
I am going to try and step to here. And I am going to try and shoot the guy with the glowing stomach. And again, attempt to maybe push him back into the web.
Okay.
So, come on. Let's do this. Shit, first roll. That's an 11.
Okay, the first one, it just sort of leans to the side as the arrow whizzes past it.
Oh, okay, better. That one is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
So that's 6 piercing damage, but I want to use my moths again to push him back. So he needs to do a strength saving throw, DC 15.
Okay, I rolled an 18. So you see the moth like grab against him, but it just sort of like braces itself and holds down and isn't slid.
Okay, that's a shame. I am going to use Hidden Step as my bonus action and turn invisible. It only lasts till the start of my next go.
Yep, no worries.
So I'm going to turn invisible, and then I'm actually going to try and move sort of here because I think I can get in between the dwarf and Ichi
Yeah.
without being attacked. I think I can get
Mm.
past if I stay near the dwarf. Oh no, I don't know actually.
No,
No, I
because you're
wouldn't.
invisible. No, it's
I'm
fine because
invisible as well.
you can't take attack opportunity. So you're
So
fine.
yeah, so I'm gonna go there, but no one can see me.
Okay.
Cool.
After Eleni, it is the infected. So the one that's been dazed seems to just they're trying to sort of get to their feet, but not able to resist against the two people pushing them down. The one that is being surrounded by guards is going to take a slash at each of the guards. The first one is a miss. Second one is a hit. So you see the first slash at the guard on his left is almost like a wild left swing and he deflects with the shield, whereas it seems like the main target is straightforward as it lunges and catches that guard for 10 points across the shoulder.
Ouch.
He is starting to breathe a little heavy as he grabs his shoulder and backs away a little. The one directly in front of Ichi is going to try and swipe twice at Ichi. So first attack is only a 14 as you easily deflect it aside. And second one the same. One thing you are all noticing, to be fair, is they are not very effective one-on-one. When they were in groups, they were managing to get through and sneak past you and clip you with little things. And now that you're sort of one-on-one with them, especially for those of you that are martially trained, those swings are wild. If it only works if you're distracted by another one.
Right.
I mean, we've already had theories about the infection causing some kind of rudimentary hive mind, so it makes sense that when they're separated from their other
They're sort of
units.
better in a swarm or in
And
a
I
pack
think-
almost.
I think mechanically you would think pack tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bulging stomach one is
Bulging stomach is purple dot, yes? Or
Yeah.
pink?
Yeah.
Cool.
and they're going to straight up and attack against Harken. Ooh, first attack's a good hit. Second attack is a good hit.
I'm going to
Okay.
use my reaction to reduce the damage on Harken with my interception.
For one of the attacks, yeah.
One of the attacks.
Yeah, okay.
I will reduce it by 6 damage.
Okay, so the first is from 8 down to 2. Nice. And the second one is 10. So it's 12 in total. Okay, so as those two strikes come across, and each of you all just stick out a shield in time, deflecting it almost from like a vital neck shot to hitting his cheek as it slashes up across his face instead. It would then be, let me just check that as all of them. Yep, okay. It would then be the researchers, and then Volu, you're next. So of the researchers, Volu, you've seen that, and I was clear with this with the others on last week, but so some of these people, these are just the researchers and priests and guards who were cured by Dante. Right. Not all of them are high ranking. Not all of them are go-getters going to go out in the field and do shit, right? So you get in the vibe, Volu, especially as you're sort of sitting back. There's one of the priests and one of the researchers that seem to have sort of moved forwards and are sort of lending a hand with casts of cantrips and things like that. The others seem to be sort of moving to a safe distance. One of them is going to fire off a fireball at the one in front of probably the guard, seeing how big he just got hit. Okay, unfortunately, the cast flies off to the side and doesn't hit anything. They are going to move this way and try and get a bit of a better view. As then it is well done.
Okay, so am I right in saying these two are on our side?
So basically, the grey tokens. So this grey token here that's moving around now.
Nothing's moving around for me.
You need to refresh them.
I shall refresh.
Everyone else can see that one moving around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's doing a little dance. He's waltzing.
Doing an old-fashioned box step.
Yeah.
He's still moving around.
He's stopped
Yeah.
now.
I think I have to.
Oh yeah, okay, that grey one there at the bottom.
Yeah. So any of them that are the same as that token are enemies.
So there's one next
else.
to Dante, one in the middle, and then two here.
Yeah, so we got five. We got 5 of those.
Four enemies total.
Because one is dead.
Gotcha. I'm gonna shout out. Does anybody need any healing?
The guard would sort of look and give you a nod.
This one here.
The one that's closest to you at the back.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
quite. He's taken some hits. Those
I
two.
remember-
Those two guards got caught with the plant spore thing, didn't they? They were stunned for a
Yeah.
bit, and then they got attacked.
I healed Dante a bit yesterday. Not yesterday. Last session
week,
because
yeah,
he went down to bloody, but I popped some healing into him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me change.
And also, Paul, you'd blessed me, Dante, Ichi, and Harkin, who's the guy with the green dot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's concentration still going.
Mm.
Yes.
I don't.
Or
No.
Was it Volu? I thought it was the priest that blessed you.
Oh, maybe it was the priest. I don't know. I assumed it was Volu when I was reading, because that was our notes for ourselves, wasn't it, at the end of the last session?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't you. Sorry, Paul.
Okay, yeah. Can you remove the other Volu?
Yeah, that was
This
his
one,
high.
right?
That was his highest level spell. It's the last one he could do, so he taught us
Mm.
Okay,
cast
so
it
I'll
out
move-
because it looked like we were getting swarmed a bit.
Cool.
Move 10 feet to this chap. And I'll give him a good old pat on the back and say, rest easy, my friend. And cast Cure Wounds.
Nice. What level are you going for?
So, what level is this that I'm looking at? It is 2nd level.
Okay.
Eight points of healing damage. Healing. And then I will use my remaining 15 to get further back.
Okay.
And do I have any bonuses that I can do? Not really. Not really anything that's effective anyway. Yeah, that's me for now.
Okay. Harkin's up next, but Ichi, you're after he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Harkin being rushed by this one is going to do. It's a bit far back to do another pushing attack, so they're going to go for a trip. Okay, definitely. Ooh, good damage. So you see that they swing again with their sword low to the ground and trip the. Let me check. Strength. Ooh, trip the creature to the ground.
Nice. So pink guy's prone now.
Pink guy's prone now.
Okay.
You are all noticing, to remind you, that they do seem resistant to normal weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like he's damaging a great deal, but he's just sort of trying to impede and incapacitate. He's going to take a full normal swing at the guy that's flanked in between him and the guy to the right. Good job for the advantage. Okay. And a big hit into him, but again, sort of softened by the resistances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ichi. Oh, sorry, no, I nearly forgot last time. Archer and no, it's just Harkin. It's not the guards. Ichi.
Yeah.
Go.
Cool.
Guards are next.
The one with the red orb, or like the glowing dot.
They're grappled and prone.
Sorry, the one with the glowing stomach, the pink dot.
Yes.
Do we know, like
You've not seen it do anything yet.
No, but didn't last session it take a hit and like it looked like it was about to regurgitate and went back down? Did that happen?
It sort of took a hit, and there's definitely some of the sort of movement around its body, but it didn't like react directly to anything.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the one in front of me because I know that one's taken some hits at the moment. I don't think Pink Dot has too much yet, so focus on getting this one down. Is Dante using the fire on the red dot one at the moment? Like, have they began that? Because we have them pinned and grappled.
Yeah, they should finish that next turn.
Does it look like it's working?
Yeah. And it looked like when they were sort of pinned and he was able to cure a large area of them, it looked like it dazed them for a minute. Like, so that creature last turn didn't act, it was stunned almost, because it's like the process of being cured on a larger scale.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna try and grapple first of all the one in front of me.
Yeah.
Bless doesn't count towards this, doesn't it? Because it's a skill check, not a saving throw. It's guidance that does skills. Yeah, cool.
23 is what you're after.
Oh, 22.
Oh.
So, and again, Ichi has to describe for the audience and for Paul who hasn't seen before. These guys are only strong because of their willingness to like break themselves.
Yeah.
And a few times there, Ichi, you had the arm twisted and they just keep going and just break out of the grip.
Second attack, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Come here, you slippery fucker. Come on.
21 this time.
I think I've got 23 this time. 17 plus 6 is 23.
Yeah.
Nice. So this time again, almost like you've been doing this a little bit now.
Yeah. You like to dislocate your shoulder, well, not anymore.
Yeah. Almost having to do like the safe grapples that they do in hospitals and stuff.
Yeah.
But
cool.
yes.
That's both my actions. I will end my turn there.
Any movement or bonus?
Nothing I can really do for bonus. Actually, yes. Bonus while I'm like getting and kind of like half Nelsoning and putting them in that kind of thing. I'll grab a potion from my hip and I will drink one of my greater healing potions just to bring me up a bit.
Okay.
44 plus 4. That's a 3. That's a 4. So that brings me 4. 7. 9. Ooh. 11 plus 4, 15. Cool. And that is my turn.
Okay, nice. Right, so you see that the guards, the one at the back that's just been healed, does sort of rush forwards again and take 2 strikes, but the creature seems to be focused in on him and ducking and dodging. Doesn't see the attack coming from the guard on its right as that sword comes down on it. 4 points. The guard that is currently grappling the downed one is going to actually go for full restrain. Okay. Nice, and manages to get it just so that even if it sort of comes out of its daze, it won't be able to move. And the archer is going to probably again shoot the one that's will shoot this one in the center because the other 2 are sort of obscured or down. First shot hit, second shot misses. Oh, good damage though. Okay, and there's sort of like arrows sticking out of it as it's just still ignoring them and focused in on it's almost like prey focused. The priest, Volu. Oh, I mean, you don't really need it, but you would know that this priest has sort of come forward and said if anyone needs healing, like to run back, almost fall back to where they are. So the exit to the catacombs is just behind them.
Okay.
So if you get sort of injured or stuck, you can sort of head back and they can provide some healing. And as it comes to Dante, so Dante spends another turn completely wiping over this figure and manages to bring they almost just pass unconscious. What I'm going to say at this point, just because it is in the middle of the combat, they are still small levels of infected, but he's almost bringing it back to the lower stages of like the comatose when they're
So
just
before
out
they
of
go
it.
completely bonkers.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they'll still need some caring to afterwards, but it's almost like in this moment, rather than spending another turn doing it all, he's almost just clearing the largest sections, and then as the creature sort of passes out and lies still. So I'm going to put a different marker on them for. I'm going to put like that little cross on them.
That's a good idea, yeah.
To show that they are unconscious and out the fight, but alive and need more medical attention. He will then jump over and move to flank with Ichi, but won't have any action left, if that makes sense. Okay. After which, Eleni.
Right, so Eleni becomes visible again.
Yep, you suddenly appear.
I want to throw my special bottle of magic healing watery stuff that we did, that I'm carrying. You know, the stuff that Dante powered up. And I want to throw it at the guy with the pink stomach, with the pink dot on him. I mean, if it splashes any further onto the other guys, cool. But he's who I'm aiming for.
Okay, make me gonna be athletics for you.
Athletics, okay. And I'm blessed, so I get a D4, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Normally you wouldn't,
not on
right?
skill
So I'm gonna
checks.
So I think it would then be better for it to be a non-proficient attack roll, so that you get the plus of bless.
So that would be D20 plus Dex, and
Plus
with the
bless.
bless. Right, okay. That's definitely better than athletics for me. That's 13 plus 3 is 16, and then the D4, 17.
Okay, just as it's almost like to be fair, I'm not going to imply it because it's still you're aiming for a spot, and it's so really it's because it's been made prone. You're almost just smashing the bottle on the floor, like
I'm sort of
in and
aiming
around
for
its area.
him, but yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna splash.
And so as the water like the immediate spot it hits, and it does sort of like immediately, it doesn't scream like it's in pain, but there's like a weird like as it just twitches and the liquid washes over. The others say, do you see that this one gets like a little drip on them, and it almost.
Which one,
if
Liam?
you,
Sorry.
sorry, the one in between Dante
This
and
one.
yeah. They get a drip on them and seem to take. So it's going to come across as damage. It comes across as 4 points of damage.
Okay.
But it's almost like acid to the corruption as it like drips on them. And it also reacts. Doesn't splash as far to get the other one.
Cool. And then I still have another attack.
You do, but can you first roll? No, I'm going to say you've used the entire bottle on one thing. So as the water sort of washes over, you can see again, they still have sort of small areas of corruption, but they are now just another unconscious civilian breathing heavy in like a fever state. The distension in the stomach is still sort of visible, but all the glowing effect seems to have gone.
Okay,
Okay.
that is good. I'm trying to find where I recorded. We had one of these each, didn't we?
You did have one each, and I think
And Bolu had
you made
one.
4. Yeah, exactly. You had one each. You
Yeah,
had one each.
that's okay. So yeah, do you remember, Paul, that thing where we said we thought Dante could sort of infuse some Zikar in some holy water,
Yeah.
and we've each got a bottle of that, which
But
I've
it
just
only
used.
lasts 12. It only lasts 12 hours.
Yeah. So my second attack is
After that, Paul, it just becomes normal holy water. So
Yeah.
just so you're aware.
I'm going to move further down this way a little bit, and then I'm going to shoot an arrow into this one.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, that's rubbish. 8.
Okay, so even grappled, it's sort of twisting and turning and ducking, and the
Would I have
arrow.
advantage if he was grappled?
No,
No.
not for a ranged. To be fair, not even for a melee. It's only the flank that gives it.
It's if it's
Grappled
restrained,
is
not just grappled.
yeah. Grappled is just movement.
Okay.
Okay. After which, if that's everything from Eleni, anything else? Sorry.
No, that's me.
Okay, it would then be the infected. So the one that's in between and grappled from Ichi is going to first try and break the grapple. So a dirty 20.
Come on, Ichi.
Muted, maybe.
25.
Whoa.
Okay, you easily manage to keep hold, so it'll try with its second action. Or second attack, sorry. Oh, no, don't. Well, unless. Oh, I mean. I rolled bad. I rolled bad, but what's your bad?
Mine's bad, but not bad. It's not like that one bad. It's
Mine's not that one bad either, but it's not great.
Well, wait, 2 people in love. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up. I've got a total of 9.
Mine was a 10.
No!
Oh!
Got a 3 plus 6.
And mine was a 6 plus 4.
No!
And
The bastard.
To be fair, they rolled at advantage, and the other was a 1. It was
Oof.
all in all a
Wow.
shit roll.
Yeah.
They do manage to slip out, but you are going to get an attack of opportunity as they try to get out of that. They've just watched that one go down. They try and slip out this way. So both you and Dante are going to get an attack of opportunity, not at advantage because it'll be out of
Yeah, they
flank when
move
it
out
happens.
of flank and then leave.
But you'll both get either an opportunity to try and grab again or just to attack it. It's now up to you. I think Dante's probably just going to go for an attack.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, from how he was being last week.
I'm going to go for another grapple. I'm going to try and get it to stay put.
Dante's attack lands.
I've rolled a 21.
And a 3 and a 2 easily. I think this time, as it's jumping backwards, it's focused on avoiding your hands grabbing it and doesn't see that it was a 26 for Dante to hit it, as he just like clobbers the backside of it with the axe, stopping it from retreating away from you, just bear hugging around it.
Nice.
So it will be 1 step back in, and Dante does 8 normal. And okay. And again, still to be clear, as Dante hits with the sword, it does clear some of the infection. It's just not as large an area than if he can spend like a whole action doing it with it pinned down. And Ichi has hold, so it does not manage to back away. This one in front of the guards, no, it still seems intent and almost like a bit bloodlusty, fixed on the one that it really injured. And it, again, you're almost getting a primeval level of intelligence of it doesn't really understood that Volu just healed it. He looked injured. It looked like it was breathing heavy a second ago, and it's almost like hit the cool attack instinct sort of vibe on him. And it sort of rushes that guard again for 2 normal attacks. First one missing. Second one managing to hit, but only for 7. Okay. And it would then be, yep, that's all of them. The researchers again are going to shoot off a firebolt. Oh, a nice shot on the firebolt. For 6 damage, half the magic, so that one. As we come to Volu.
Me. Right, so we got matey boy over here who's comatose. These comatose.
Yeah, this one is grappled and looks moderately injured. They're not like breathing too heavy yet, and similarly for this one, looks fairly a little injured, but not too bad.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay back. I'll aim at this one. And do Toll the Dead.
I will remind you just it's. Can you do radiant with it? You know that these creatures are resistant to necrotic.
I do know that. So I'm gonna do.
Because I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while since
Yeah.
Paul has played, but Volu has been fighting these things. But yes, Sacred Flame instead. Dex save. Only a 5 on the dex save, so easily doesn't even see the golden flames coming before it's already alight.
7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Any movement or bonus?
Movement. I will go here.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
me.
Harkin, seeing that sort of like getting them down and getting them grappled seems to be working, he's going to try his last tripping attack on this fella here. With advantage because he's flanked. Thank God for the advantage. It does fail. So you see this one here also goes prone. And with his second attack, he's going to try and grapple it. And manages to just as he manages to pin this one. He will sort of shout out, got this one pinned for the minute. But he will also shout to the other 2 privates, you 2, help me keep it still. So those 3 are going to sort of dogpile this one. As we come to Ichi. So we sort of I'd say we sort of established it either needs sort of somebody dedicating to the grapple while Dante does it, or multiple people, or somebody can go full restrained with it.
It's difficult when there's so many of them, but we almost need to pin them down, don't we? So we can.
If you want to kill them, and again, I know that Dante wasn't as but
Dante will follow orders like a good soldier.
The guards definitely don't want to kill normal civilians.
Yeah. Oh God, come on, computer, don't freeze on me now. Ichi is going to maintain his grapple. Oh, I'm technically grappled as well, so I don't have any movement, do I?
No, you can move. So it's only when you're restrained that you both gain the condition.
Okay, cool. I'm going to shift my position to there, literally just pivoting around to give Dante advantage. But I'm just going to maintain my grapple. I will attempt to bring it up to a restrain.
Yeah, it's only an attack, so it's just another athletics concept.
15.
23. So first, it's not letting you get that grip.
Yeah. Go for the second. No, worse. 11.
And another 23 for them there. Almost sort of, and again, definitely not animal thickness, because they can tell that their situation is dire. They just started freaking the fuck out. In the same way as, you know, when you pick up a creature that doesn't want to be picked up does.
Yeah.
But yes, you still manage to can manage to keep hold, but not manage to restrain
Sure thing. Yeah, and then I'll pass my turn.
Okay, so guard here and guard here. That's gonna pile on. This dude gets just kicked in the face as he's like rushing in to like grapple. He's just like kicked away. The other one, nat 20's it, and just manages to dogpile in. So this one over here, I'll mark him with another red, is restrained.
Cool.
This guard with the bow is going to knock an arrow but not fire, and they're just going to sort of move to sort of fire if it looks like one of them gets out of a hold. Because currently they're both gripped. So she's almost holding an action to shoot if one of them gets out of the grapples. This guard is going to almost like, so their first attack is going to be a shove, but to knock prone. As they almost each, as you're holding them up high, they're going to just throw their dwarf shoulder into the like knee of the creature and just try and buckle it to the ground.
Lovely.
Okay, nice, as he manages to crumple this one to the ground. So I'm not going to red marker that one yet, as it's not restrained, but it is prone and grapples.
Lovely. Which does mean it can't stand back up.
It does. It has to break out the grapple before it tries to move at all.
Yeah.
Before it stands up. That is all the guards. It would then priests and researchers are going to sort of pause in the initiative at this point. Again, they're the ones that were fighting will hold to do something if it breaks.
Yeah.
As Dante is going to spend. So Dante is going to move up to this one, Ichi, just because you don't have that one restrained yet, and use an action beginning to cure this one. That will also stun it. Hey, Lenny.
Okay. This guy's still on the floor.
So this one is comatose, and this one is comatose.
And that's the one that had the pink dot, but doesn't anymore.
Yeah, so it still looks like the stomach sort of distended, but there's
Yeah.
no glow, there's no energy.
Okay. So put an arrow in this one then.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
For a total of 27.
Definitely
I think
hits.
it's 27. No, 28. So that's rolled a 4, doubled to 8, plus 3 is 11. My brain's not working. 11 piercing. I will send my moths to do an additional. Let's have a look. I think it's a D6. Swarm. Yeah, an additional D6 piercing from the swarm, which is only 2.
Okay.
And then I get to roll on the crit table.
Okay.
Nice.
Where's another D100? So that's a 14. Which is, I get to make an extra opportunity attack against the target. Which is hard.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if he was within 5 foot, I'd have allowed that one. But
yeah, no, that's fine.
What I will say is, if you want it, it can give Ichi a chance to roll to restrain.
Oh, yes.
As almost it like the arrow hitting pushes him back into Ichi's arms a bit closer for a second.
That'd be brilliant. Thank you.
22.
Only a 16 this time. As you
Yay.
managed to. So each of you are restrained
Mhm.
but you have also fully restrained.
As the dwarf kind of comes in, buckling the knees, and Eleni kind of like the arrow kind of pins in and through. Ichi just kind of then uses their vines to like start growing and entangling and kind of a little bit like full Groot and just like encasing them into this little cocoon.
Nice.
Full Groot. I'm liking that.
Really love it. Any movement from Eleni? Everyone else, so far, I know you've still got a second shot, but everyone else sort of looks restrained for the minute.
I'm going to come to sort of here in front of the web. I'm a little bit wary about going too far south in case more things are in these rooms. But I'm just going to come here to give myself a bit of a wider angle on those.
You will be able to see. So obviously the one that was burst out of, you're peeking in, you're almost seeing again, it looks like a bit of a living space, tents and stuff drawn up. And
is that number 5?
That's number 5.
Yeah.
And you can see there's 2 more rooms just further on that seem shut.
Okay. Cool, that's me.
Okay. As we infected, so both that are restrained are going to try and break out. So each of yours first. 17 as it tries to break the restraint.
16.
So it manages to just almost like it starts like biting through your roots and growths and just chewing its way out of this bush that it's found itself in. And then second attack will try and break the grapple. Not as good this time, only a 14.
Do well. 10.
And again, E.T. almost like it bites one of your roots that's not a growth, it's like actually you, and you're like,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden its head just like rocks back and butting you in the like in the forehead and separate. So it has no and again it's gonna try and break. It's gonna just ditch, not towards. So it's running towards Eleni, but you can tell. All of you can tell it is like trying to get past Eleni back to your imagining. And again, so as you've sort of been learning about, it looks like
it's trying to retreat. It's trying to get back to maybe others.
Well, maybe others, but also in terms of how you've seen this sort of develop, it's made people very paranoid and sort of like secular in their space. And you imagine that sort of becomes like its den.
Yeah.
Like that was the space where it was safest the longest. So it looks like it's trying to rush straight past you, Eleni. So it's 5, 10, 15. So each is going to get an attack of opportunity. Well, so first 15 foot,
first,
15 foot to stand up, and it's then Ichi and Dwarf will get to Dwarf. Dwarf is going to give you advantage on trying to grapple it, as opposed to
give me.
Yeah.
Okay. First roll's a 5. Second roll on the table, please, is a 15, which means I'm 21 total.
Oh, they also rolled a 21, and it's me to beat. So
it's me to beat, so I fail.
You're
I thought it was me to beat in favor of.
No, in the favor of the attacker. Because think about it, your AC.
Oh no, yeah. Sorry, I'm reacting. Yes.
Yeah. So you just it's like just about to break out as you manage to grip a piece of its clothing that's still strong.
I was about to say, if this was like the third or fourth time that it's been a one-off.
No, it's very close. But no, so you managed to grab it, in which case any of yours won't trigger.
That's fine.
And that is the end of its turn. On the other side, this one is going to try and break its restraints. Oh, that's a good roll. 1 second. But Harkin coming in with a nat 20. The creature rolled a 19. Harkin on the nat 20 said no, and kept it restrained there. It's trying again with its second attack. Another 19. This time Harkin only on a 12, so it kicks out of the restraint. But is still grappled and pinned. Grappled and prone. Oh no, sorry, it doesn't. It's dazed because it was.
Yeah, it was.
Half healed. My apologies. Rewrite that bit. After which, then research is still holding Volu. Anything you want to do? The one that's here looks like it's being hit. The one that's here looks like it's being healed and is pinned and stunned. Ichi and the dwarf and Eleni are sort of still tackling with this one on the right that is just grappled.
Sounds like a weird band name, that. Ichi and the Dwarf.
Ichi and the dwarf.
You know, they perform at Ren fairs.
No.
You can hold for now if there's nothing that you want to do immediately. I will say, to be fair, let me just roll the Hellwood. Okay. There were a few shots that go off when it broke out and tried to ditch from you, from the held attacks.
Okay.
Where is my thing gone? So Ichi's got that one in a grapple, yeah?
We've got it in the grapple right now.
When Dante is curing
Currently,
this one?
like, yeah, it looks a bit like maybe another turn away from having that one incapacitated at least.
Okay. Actually, that would be counterproductive. In that case, I shall... This guy still needs a bit of curing, doesn't he?
I mean, to be honest, lots of people need like little top-ups, but no one looks
Hurt.
hurt right now. So Harkin is a little injured. The guy in front of you is a little injured, but looks all right. Other than that, everyone else is... Each got a little hit, but I think he's switched his health potion.
Oh, that's not it. I'll just attack the one that Ichi's grappling.
And Sacred Flame again.
Yeah.
Okay, and only a 6 on the deck save, so definitely fails.
13 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Because this is it, and again, noting sort of for your own fighting knowledge, they seem like while they seem sort of agile, they would appear like they should be agile. Again, the sort of mutations and overgrowths at times make them clumsier than their frame should make them, if that makes sense. But that's any movement from Bolu?
No. Nope.
Okay, seeing that this one is stunned and currently grappled by these two guards, Harkin is going to move and try and help Ichi with the restrain. I'm going in. Oof. The creature nat 20s, and again, they seem a fan of this Ichi. It's almost like it uses you, that classic thing where you use the person holding you to like lift both feet and just 2-foot them in the chest.
Yeah.
Harkin receives a nice 2 feet
before the chest.
Before sweeping the legs aside and managing to get them under his arm and lock them in. And this one becomes restrained once again. Dante finishes healing this one. Or again, incapacitating level heals as opposed to full heal. And we'll move over ready to do this one. And I'm going to say, to be honest, there's maybe like 6 to 12 seconds of every guard just dogpiling this guy. But I don't, even when he breaks out, he can't really move anywhere. So there's a bit of a struggle and a bit of fighting. What I'm going to say from Ichi, just a con save, please.
Con. 24.
Okay. but eventually they are brought down and also brought unconscious. As once again the catacomb seems to fall eerily quiet. Only the deep breathing and heavy panting from those that have just been involved in the fight. You would see a few priests come forwards with sort of minor health potions and stuff, and a few of the guards that were injured will drink a health potion and heal a little bit.
Can I, seeing that it's all gone quiet, I want to very carefully just come down here a little bit and peer into both rooms and just see if I can see anything moving or anything that looks unusual.
Everything seems quiet. It very much like the other rooms seem like they were at some point more small make-up homes that have been ripped down or walked through or whatever else, and now just looks like a cluster of tent tarps and bedding and other things piled in almost like a central space in the room.
Are these rooms infected the way the plant room was? So room 3, you said it was actually the room itself was like covered in stuff, wasn't it? It was like infected. Or was that room 4? One of the rooms you said had.
Yes, room 3 looks infected, and room 4 does look a little infected. There are signs of it here, but less.
Right.
And I think for Eleni, there's almost maybe a thought of like energy direction. If there's things to corrupt, it's doing that as opposed to just sort of sitting and corrupting the.
Oh, okay.
Do you
So
know
it
what I mean? So
targeted the people because they were there, but if there was nothing in the room, it's just started to build up
in room
walls.
4, there's nothing there, so it's almost just excessively corrupting its surroundings. Whereas when it had something to target,
Yeah.
it has still. There are bits of where they seem to sleep and where they seem to use it a lot, but it's almost seems like that's focused. Focuses on living creatures where possible.
I think I would probably try and hold. I'd come back to here, and then I would sort of to the edge of the web, and then I would hold that position with an arrow knocked. And I'm almost trying to give the priests and everybody behind me time to deal with the guys that we've knocked out.
Yeah.
And maybe move them back and just sort of guard the.
The other archer will join you as the priests do sort of move forwards. They're gonna pop just sort of like a quick heal into all the downed unconscious ones, like an actual heal, so that they're not like dying of any wounds. And then they'll sort of move them back towards the main entrance. Harkin will sort of come to Ichi and Dante and say, do we want to take a rest before we continue, or should we, do you want to finish healing those before we move on?
Might be worth taking a short rest just to see those that have been wounded of ours, look over those infected, and recuperate, prepare for what's next.
The Harkin will nod and sort of say to the dwarf and the archer that didn't really seem to get injured, they'll say set up a perimeter at the end, and they'll sort of they'll have the dwarf sort of join Eleni and you two sort of here guarding, and then they'll almost just sort of pull some boxes and stuff aside, and everyone sort of probably one step back, but takes a seat, takes a bit of a rest. Everyone can take a short rest on the character sheet. Roll hit dice if you need them. I know that for some people there wasn't.
I'm just gonna roll 1. Yeah, I didn't really get damaged. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna roll 4. Because I'm just above half, so.
Cool. I'm back up to full.
Oh, back up to full as well.
Hey.
I rolled 29 total.
Nice.
I don't think you're injured at all.
Nope.
Okay. Over that time, Dante will probably fully finish curing them, but then almost they'll move out to the outer chamber and they'll call for priests to come pick them up to take for further like checking over and actual healing and stuff. Again, from these ones that you've seen that are further infected, it's even when the infection is healed, the sort of damage to the body that was done by the corruption is still there. If it's had its shoulder dislocated, that shoulder is still dislocated, etc. So there's still healing needed and care to be done, but they're almost sort of leaving you to delve deeper and having somebody come and pick them up in carts. Harken after towards the end of the hour, we'll say at least 3 more rooms on this level. We have not yet seen the one that delves deeper into the caverns. It is apparently one of the end ones, and they will motion to the final 2 rooms that are just on from 5 and 6.
Yeah.
There seems to just be a final 2, 7 and 8. And what I will say, Lenny, is it's dark, so you can't necessarily see it.
Mm-hmm.
But the same sort of noise that the walls and stuff made when you were down in the temple.
Yeah.
Every now and again in the quietness, you hear that sort of echo over. And you think with your perception coming from room 7 as opposed to room 8. Room 8 still sort of sounds a little corrupted, but there's almost a movement from room 7 that makes you feel uneasy.
But both the doors are shut, right?
Both look shut.
And not damaged in any way, the doors.
Don't look damaged.
I think you said there were like scratch marks on some of them that we'd seen.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I think that when we did this before, we sort of made sure we were covering Dante, didn't we? We were sort of the web would have gone, wouldn't it?
Yes.
The web would have disappeared. So I think my suggestion would be that we possibly have a look in room 8 first. I feel like room 7's probably where we want to go, but I'd rather clear room 8 and make sure there's nothing behind us when we go in there, if everyone's in agreement. And we can do that door opening alpha thing, right? We'll maybe get one of the guards to open the door, have Dante ready with his sword and the archers ready to shoot.
Yeah, everyone's stacked up again.
Mm-hmm. Do you want us to move on the map as if, like, or does it not matter? Doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So as you push open this room, you're hit with like the smell of rotting food, and the room has sort of begun to corrupt, and you can see very plainly straight away it looks like some sort of communal food storage space. It's, there's stuff hanging in baskets from the ceiling. It's sort of like it's a bit drier. And the door itself was well kept and looked, it was like a heavy door, like to prevent any of the damp and stuff from getting in. Yeah. And as you open it, it is just sort of corrupted bags of weird pink rotting fruits. And again, it seemed to have focused on the organic matter in the room as opposed to walls and other such things.
I think then we shut this door, and if possible we bar it or lock it, or whatever we need to do to make sure it stays shut.
Dante probably would sort of pipe up a bit and say, what is the plan there? I can clear the walls and stuff, but it'll take time. Do we bar the rooms and leave it for now and do it on the way out? Or do we take the time, go slow?
I feel like the longer we take up here, the stronger it gets down there, but I'm happy to be overruled. I don't know. And is this stuff on the walls something that the priests can help with? I know that they need to wash people with their holy water to heal them. Is there anything they can do?
Well, we could have some priests come down with the water and
I don't know.
you know,
I'm tempted to say if it's just in the room, block it up. But again, I mean, Volley, what do you think?
If there's nothing there, then we just don't want it to stop from spreading, right?
This
So
is the
we
thing, though. Do we leave it and close the door and let it infect the room? But there's nothing, there's nobody alive in there, right, for it to actually infect. It's just going to cover the walls.
So yeah, so if we lock the room, then
My
Like-
worry is, what if it gets out? Or if something else gets in. You know, we know these tunnels are home to bullets and other elemental creatures at the moment.
I mean, I'm definitely not. We're not saying leave it long, and maybe we do have a priest come down with a cleansing bowl in case the rooms start to leak. But it's just a question of whether we deal with it now on the way through, or deal with the further depths and then clear as we come back.
I mean, I feel like it would probably be safer to clear as we go, so that we know that it's clear behind us. So from a risk point of view, that seems like the best thing to do. I would say, I don't know if the rest of you can hear it. There's something in that other room. There's something through that door.
Now that you've got
Doesn't sound
closer, you
good.
can hear the moving.
I think because we're here for finding out and dealing with this corruption rather than just getting as far as we can, if we clear as we go,
Okay.
because at least then we know where we get to, and if we need to come out, take a day of rest and come back, we have the option. If we go deep and get lost or separated,
Liam, can I set an alarm across door 7?
Yeah.
Just so we don't have to be sat watching it every bloody second of the
No,
right.
yeah,
Set an
yeah, very
alarm
easily
there,
done.
and then
They'll still station 2 guards where they were before.
yeah,
In terms of, because there's still a few rooms further down, and I imagine you're going to start at the entrance and sort of work your way up.
but yeah, just so we're not having to stand next to that door necessarily, but the alarm will go off if something opens the door or comes through.
Yeah. To be honest with the space, because it's a 20, you can make it a 20-foot area, I believe.
Yeah, actually says no larger than a 20-foot cube.
So yeah, you can make it a 20-foot.
So it's an area, isn't it? I always
yeah.
imagine it's like a string, right? I always have like a
Well, that's
tripwire
it.
almost.
It is a string, but you can do it in that square kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
and almost it covers your room, doesn't it? It's like you would go around the edges of your room, covering
the windows.
Yeah.
So I don't want to open the door though. So I am going to do
No, but you
this
could do the
side
box
of the
in front of
door
it.
with the box. Yeah.
That's fine.
And it lasts
Perfect.
for 8
8 hours. Yeah, it's a
So we've
long
got
one.
loads of time.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so again, it's going to take a little bit of time. I think, again, maybe that having a priest come down with one of the bowls can sort of help. But actually, I think actually it's regardless of, yes. The guards set up a bit of a perimeter. Eleni, you set up your alarm. Is there anything, so Volu and Ichi, you're not really needed for the clear up, but is there anything you want to do in terms of prepping for the next bit or keeping an eye out, especially in your way? Fine if not, but also don't want to blaze past you.
Just kind of be vigilant.
Yeah, you can also join the guards that are keeping an eye on. And Volu, sort of as you sit there, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
$24.
As you sort of sat, and again, with your perception, you are hearing the occasional like sliding of movement or whatever from room 7. But also, and I want to be clear, you don't ever actually get lost in the thought. You actually catch yourself drifting into daydream. Something you haven't really found yourself doing, and really actually when you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, and you feel quite tense. You don't feel like you should be, but almost like every now and again you sort of find yourself drifting, but then maybe it's the setting, maybe that you've grown, maybe that it's you're developing more in your skills, but you seem to be catching yourself about to drift off like you used to. Anything from yourself?
Going towards the number 8's where we're hearing the sounds from, yeah?
No, number
7
7.
is where the sound.
7 is the sounds.
8 was the pantry
food,
place.
Is the pantry, yeah. I'm gonna go towards the door. From our experience with these infected, when I detect good and evil and when I divine sense, does the infection ping that any of the time? Like, is it celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
No.
Not even like elemental?
No.
Weird. Okay.
And
Aberration?
actually, it could maybe be classed as an aberration, but I'm going to say no. In your encounterings, in your encounterings, it has read as whatever it is hosting it.
Yeah.
So obviously these things that are citizens of the material plane read as material plane. Again, like I said last week, it's almost genetically molding to them.
Yeah.
The thing that ends up at the end is entirely unique to creatures of this plane. But yes, annoyingly and frustratingly, it doesn't have its own reading.
Characteristic, yeah. Okay,
And the one thing I'll say is very much like God magic.
Yeah.
It's the vibe it gives you all the time that you've encountered it. Is it acts like God magic?
But if it was caused by lyrics, would that not scan?
Maybe. And as you sort of set up this post and Dante starts to clear, that is where we are going to pause part 1 of this episode. Thank you very much for playing. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you want to find out what happens next, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when the videos are going to come out. And as always, roll well. Bye.
This is the end of part 1. Part 2 airs Sunday 7 PM GMT, or will be linked in the top right of your screen now. Thank you for watching, and roll well.